So in this short video, I'll be doing an Alhaitham review, and it's the last day for the Phase 1 3.4 weapon banner and character banner, including Alhaitham and Yao Yao. So if you're still on the fence or you're still saving up wishes to pull on this last day, good luck to you. He's actually a pretty good character. Yes, he is technically like Dendro Kaching, but he has some things that she doesn't have. Like, he has more interesting animations for his elemental skill and his charge skills. He is more fluid. Now, of course, I will say Kaching herself is very fluid and smooth and easy to use too. So they're both common in that area. In terms of damage, I feel like they're very similar, but I will say mine is not fully maxed out yet, so there's room for improvement for mine for sure, but I wanted to get this out there as well. I just posted one for Yao Yao, and I just did the Spiral Abyss runs as well. I actually had to redo them because my stream actually cut off because of connection issues, and then I had to redo it a few times. Anyway, so that's aside, but then those videos are uploaded as well. Alright, so let's just get to it. This is my review of Alhaitham. So you'll see that I'm just at 89 out of 90, only because I'm trying to get his companionship up, but it's not that big of a deal in terms of the difference. But yeah, I decided not to focus too much on anything else other than DPS. So you'll see that I do have his crit rate at 62, his crit damage is at 162, his energy recharge could be higher, but I just didn't get enough good substats to get it higher, unfortunately. You'll see that the resistance for the different elements is there, but that's only because I have a mixed element team, but I did focus stacking him for the Dendro damage bonus. Alright, in terms of the weapons, I already talked about this in my weapon options video prior to his release, and I already said that I was going to give him my extra Primordial Jade Cutter, and I have stood by that. It looks good on him because it is green and it matches his aesthetic. It also matches the other invisible sword that he wields when he does his dual attack. So other options that he could use could be, like, if you want to build him for Elemental Mastery, you can try Freedom Scorn, but he can actually do really well with Haran, Gepakku Futsu, or the Mist Splitter Reforged. Those are fine as well. Of course, he has a signature weapon as well. If you wanted to do 4-star options, then maybe the Tokabu Shigure is okay if you're doing Elemental Mastery, or the Zephos Moonlight, or the Iron Sting. Those are your Elemental Mastery options. If you want your free-to-play craftable, then the Amanoma Kageuchi is there. You can also do, if you have the Battle Pass, you can do the Black Sword for the crit rate, or just do the Black Cliff for the crit damage. Those are also standard as well. If you're having problems with energy recharge, then of course Favonius and Sacrificial are your go-tos. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And if for some reason you don't have access to 4-star and 5-star weapons yet because you're brand new, then a Skyrider Energy Recharge Sword could be your good starter for now, and then later on you'll trade it up, of course. Alright, so in terms of artifacts, I did give him the 4-piece Dipwood. You could technically, other people have said that you can give him a 4-piece Gilded Dreams if someone else on your team or your party has a 4-piece Deepwood, so then shred the Dendro resistance for the enemy. But because I don't plan to pair him often with another Dendro character that specifically has the Dendro set for him, I made him a standalone, with a 4-piece Deepwood, and then I just gave him an off-piece, of course. So yeah, focuses on attack here, for the sands, for the goblet is Dendro damage, and for the crown or the circlet, it's going to be a crit damage or crit rate, depending on your situation, piece. So I don't have the best stats, but I mean, I did, use what I had, and I did go and farm the Deepwood a few more times, and this is the best I could do. So, I mean, you know how RNG is, right? Okay, constellation-wise, I do have him at C0. I stopped after I got him, so I didn't bother going forward. He's totally fine at C0. At C1, his cooldown will decrease. At C2, his elemental mastery will increase. So these are all good options. They're nice quality of life things, but they're not like must-have. C3 would be +3 levels. C4, basically, I believe his mirror damage, he gets more, right? Yeah, he gets more elemental mastery for the other party members, and then he'll also generate more Dendro damage bonus as well. C5 is another +3 levels, and then C6 is going to be his ultimate, of course, where, after he does his skill, I believe that's the skill. Hang on, let's double check. No, that's his burst. Okay, so let me make sure. So after he does his burst, he'll generate 3 more light mirrors, chisel light mirrors, regardless of the number of mirrors that he consumes. And when he generates the mirrors, then let's see, his crit rate and his crit damage will increase, etc. So it's obviously the best for his DPS. In terms of talents, yeah, so his normal attack, you don't have to level it up, but I recommend you to if you're going to use him as a DPS. So yeah, you should level this up. You'll see that I only have 666 because I actually haven't proceeded further with the Archon quest. This is my bad only. I haven't even unlocked, technically, the Wanderer battle to get those pieces yet. So all of my newer characters don't have those pieces. So anyway, that's just me. In terms of his skill, you know, he can do the whole blink thing that Keqing does, and then you, with your hold, and then with his mirrors, basically he can get up to, like, he can gain mirrors and also consume mirrors. Basically, I don't want to read the whole thing, but to make it summarized and short and easy, he can gain mirrors and or consume mirrors depending on the situation, and over time his mirrors will decrease as well. This one, if he doesn't have mirrors, I believe, and he summons his ult, his burst, then he will gain the mirrors, is what I understand it to be. And then you'll see that his energy cost is also high, so it's 70, so you do want to make sure you have energy recharge substats as well. And he does scale with attack and elemental mastery, whereby elemental mastery he scales basically almost, it is exactly double, I think, in most cases, than the attack. So you want to focus on elemental mastery as well, if you can, for his build. For this passive, yeah, he'll just get, let's see, they will generate one more Chisel Light if he uses a charge or a plunging attack. He'll gain back some mirrors, so that's good to keep your mirrors up. You do need to keep his mirrors up, so that's a little gimmick that Keqing doesn't have, I believe. Keqing is just straightforward, just like charge attack, but she hits them away though. That's the thing that people don't like. Like when she smacks the opponents, if there's like they're weaker or lower level enemies, they fly backwards, so you have to chase them and then use them for stamina. For him, he doesn't have that problem, but you do need to maintain his mirrors because that's where his damage comes from. And then this one is about each point of his elemental mastery will increase the damage dealt by his projection attacks. Projection attacks are those cool animations where it could be like a C-shaped or square-shaped sword, a dendro sword that appears that cuts across, kind of similar to like Raiden Shoguns, or it's like a boomerang kind of blade that flies around, kind of similar to like a half like Paronado of Xiangling's, and then or it's a rain of like dendro swords. So that's kind of cool, and that's also based on stacks of your mirrors. And then the last one, when he crafts weapons, you get a 10% chance to receive double the product, which is a nice little talent to have. Alright, let's just get this going. So I'm going to use him more for showing his damage ability, and I'm bringing Electro and Hydro just to show some, you know, reactions. So that's the remaining. I actually really like his animation. Yeah, and then this is that. So I only got one because I already had some. But yeah, he's perfectly capable on his own. Of course, my numbers won't be as high because my talents weren't leveled up to like maximum, etc. But he's definitely a great character to invest in. And yeah, he's pretty solid, even on his own, even without reactions. But with reactions, obviously, it made it even better. Yeah, anyway, he's a great character. He's cool. I will be honest though, his story teaser and his demo were kind of meh for me. They were kind of boring. His teaser was really boring, and then his actual demo was kind of cool, but with the other guys talking behind his back, kind of, right? So anyway, he's a great character. If you don't have Keqing, then this could be your option. If you have Keqing, maybe you can pair them up together, because I've seen some streamers do that as well, because Electro and Dendro pairs well together for reactions, right? You know, but then, like, even if you have Keqing, he's totally fine as a Dendro Keqing, so to speak. And I don't mind using him as a DPS. In my regular parties. I will just say though, because mine is not fully leveled, so I don't use him in the Abyss, but in terms of his talents, but he could be very solid in the Abyss. He's very fluid and very easy to use, and very cool as a character as well. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that, or found that useful. Let me know what you guys think about Alhaitham. Did you guys skip him? Did you guys get him? Are you guys planning to get him before the banner runs out? Let me know, and I will see you guys in the next video.